Welcome back, I'm back, and welcome to Season 5. I know the overlay doesn't look very different, but you know what? I love the way it looks. I've put some thought into other overlay designs, though, and I might have some ideas for the future, but for now I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Getting used to the new chair. I like it. It's very comfy, but it's a rocker, so it doesn't keep me upright as much as I'd like. So I have to figure something out there. But otherwise, you know, it works. I can sit in it. It's very comfy. It's cloth instead of leather. But yeah, so we are going to focus on Star Trek games this month. We're going to start out with Star Trek BORG, which is an FMV game kind of like Klingon. Unfortunately, to get as much video packed in as they possibly could, they interlaced the video, which probably looks just fine on a CRT, but it looks awful here. But I tried a whole bunch of different things, like filters on DOSBox and everything, and I just couldn't make it look any better. So we'll have to struggle through that. But I'm looking forward to it. I haven't played this. I only recently bought it, mostly so I could play it here. And then I spent a good amount of time in April just making sure it would work. It is not the easiest thing to get running, but it does work. I've tested it, so we'll have that working. And then that shouldn't take us the full 3 hours tonight. So to close it out, I've got something else just to take up a little bit of the remaining time. And then tomorrow night, I think I'm gonna... I haven't decided whether I'm gonna play Birth of the Federation or Star Trek Online. But it's just going to be kind of a filler. Next week, I'm gonna be on vacation again. This is a real vacation, though, because I've got both my shots. And then when we come back in week 3, I'll be playing Star Trek DS9 Harbinger, which... it was another one that took some effort to get working. And I've got further plans if I run out of time on that. So we're all good. There's plenty of Star Trek games out there. So I might have to do this again next season. But oh no, wait, we won't be doing that next season. Anyhow, since part of my trip next week will be picking up a bunch of new soda, I only grabbed 3 new bottles, just enough for this week. I just hit up Rocket Fizz in St. Charles again. Why did I do this? This is Dr. Brown's Celery. It's celery soda with other natural flavors. I don't know what to expect from this. I'm not a big fan of celery, to be perfectly honest. But we've got extract of celery seed, citric acid, so it's probably going to have like a lemon lime-ish flavor as well. And other natural flavors. So yeah. Not quite sure what to expect, but that's the point of all of this. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Started a new bottle cap cup. Oh. Well, that definitely smells like celery. Ah. Okay. The aftertaste was more like celery than the initial flavor was. It is quite accurate. I will give them that. I don't like it. But I'll give them points for accuracy. Wow. Like, seriously, if you really enjoy the flavor of celery and for some reason thought, hey, this would be awesome if it was carbonated, that's the soda for you. Fortunately, the other two flavors that I have in the fridge are much more palatable. We've got a chocolate and a caramel apple. So... But I had to do something weird to start things back off again. So, let's... I don't use these very often on this stream. To be perfectly honest, it usually just tends to be when I'm playing these Star Trek games. But let's go ahead and fire it up. And the cropping I did is perfectly showing the Federation logo, so that's kind of nice. And you'll see below that next month I'll be doing an arcade focus. We're going to be doing the whole thing where I do some home arcade stuff and, you know, home arcade conversions, home arcade ports, and then streams from the arcade itself. So you'll have that to look forward to next month. But for now, let's fire up Star Trek BORG.
Priority message, USS Canali to USS Cheyenne. We are under attack by BORG forces. Repeat, BORG forces. We intercepted 2 BORG vessels heading on a direct course for Sector 001. Subspace summary is too weak. Navigator to warn Starfleet Command. If you can read us, do not, repeat, do not send help. We are last. Warn Starfleet. The BORG have returned. Repeat, the BORG have returned.
And I'm pretty sure that's a stock shot of the Enterprise, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be the Enterprise. That's the great part about these games, is that they actually have the production quality and the actors from Star Trek The Next Generation.
0730 means 0730, Cadet. Sit down. First, the captain wanted me to convey his regrets for not being here himself.
Ronald D. Moore.
As I'm sure you've heard, Starfleet is amassing an armada in Sector 001 to defend against the latest BORG incursion. We, or rather our ship, is on her way to join them. Starfleet has successfully defeated the BORG twice before.
You know, I think this is supposed to take place around
However,
First Contact.
Given the probability of armed conflict, the captain has ordered that all non-essential personnel, including visiting Starfleet cadets, be transferred off the ship to a safer venue at the medical research facility on Marnus 3.
This is from, I want to say 95.
Dismissed. Cadet Furlong.
96.
A moment, please.
So the problem is that this was released on 3 CDs, and to get as much video as they could into it, they interlaced the video.
It was a great tragedy for the Federation. I was only 1 year out of the academy when it happened. A lot of my classmates died there. Now, each year I get older and they stay the same. I understand your need for justice. I'm sorry. Shuttle Bay 3 in 30 minutes.
Welcome back, Hammersmith. Ugh. I'm drinking celery-flavored soda tonight. This is awful.
How old were you when your father was killed? 9, 10 years old? And you're still not over it? Perhaps I should introduce myself. I imagine you've heard of me, though. Q. It's short for Q. It was I, you know, who introduced Picard to the Borg, and it's because of me that 10 years ago the Borg came to Wolf 359 and found that fleet of ships and found your father.
I'm not a fan of celery either. It is pretty accurate, though.
At 0800
So I'll give them
hours
that.
during the Battle of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous, such a noble name, Righteous, was hit by an unknown Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. Vaporized. No trace. Nothing to bury, nothing to mourn. The Borg took it all away from you in an instant. I understand your desire for justice. They don't, though, do they? But I do. You want action. You want to avenge your father's death. You want to kill Borg. What's sentient? Yet still barbaric bipedal hominid wouldn't. You can run away with the others like a scared trog, or you can come with me, cadet. The choice is yours. Excellent choice, monsieur. Keep the phaser, you're going to need it. And take this too. Be careful now. Don't lose it. I only made one.
So, as far as I understand, this kind of plays out sort of like tapestries,
Armed and ready, Captain.
Have a look. I can't see
in a
it.
way.
Let's see if we can shake them up a little, Ensign.
Initiating Delta attack, sir.
I'm reading a small weakness in the shields.
Shields are holding fine, but power is down 10%. Weapons having no effect.
Damn.
Daddy?
Their shields already. Why is it always the difficult species that are the most adaptable?
The Borg adapt their environment to suit their needs. True adaptability involves changing oneself to suit their environment.
I love that.
Recognize this place? You should. You keep a picture of it on your wall.
The bigger guy there in the sciences
Tolstoy
uniform.
just took a major hit.
This is him, isn't
He's
it?
played a Klingon
See
a
the
number of
family
times.
resemblance.
I think she's pulling away. The Kyushu's coming on strong. Melbourne and Saratoga have lost power.
Tolstoy, Kyushu, Saratoga, Melbourne. Recognize the names?
Yep.
Know where you are, cadet?
Captain!
Yep.
Intruder alert.
About 6 light years from Earth.
Security, isolate the ops console now.
That's right. 10 years ago, Wolf 359.
Security!
Look at him. He's barely older than you are. He shouldn't be at security. But 4 hours ago, the real security officer, Lieutenant Sprint, was killed, and this first-year ensign had to take his place. And because of his inexperience, everybody on board, including your father, will be killed. The phasers are useless. Just isolate the panel now. If Lieutenant Sprint were still alive, he might be able to save the ship. But he's been dead for 4 hours. No wonder they don't want him on the bridge.
Come on, can't you move faster?
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Thaddeus Quint. He actually tried to save Sprint's life, but as you can see, he failed, the old goat. Well, what'd you expect? He's a doctor, not a security officer. Still, if he had only had a little more creativity. But he didn't.
He's bypassed the security lockout.
Ow!
Doctor, he's dead.
Shield mutation is shifting on.
Hey there, Infamous.
Shields are dropping.
Uh-oh. I need shields back up now.
Death in battle. If he were a Klingon, he'd be ecstatic.
Ooh, I like this guy.
There's a tight beam transmission going directly to the Borg cube.
Computer is uploading data about emergency transporters.
Anyone near Jeffrey 6, we need manual power rerouted through the secondary couplings.
It's too late. The Borg cube is firing.
Evasive maneuvers.
So, now that you've seen your father die,
Oh no!
are you ready to avenge his death? Or would you like to try something different?
Poor Dobby.
How about a chance to prevent his death? Lieutenant Sprint was killed 4 hours before the Righteous even got to Wolf 359. But if Dr. Quint had been able to save Sprint 4 hours before, then Sprint would have been able to save the Righteous, and you would have grown up in the loving company of your father, and all for the want of a horseshoe nail. What say we give the old goat a second chance to save Sprint's life? You're not afraid of a little space-time continuum meddling, are you, Cadet? No, I thought not. Shall we? This is Lieutenant Sprint. Do you think he knows he's gonna die? I don't think so. Don't bother saying hello. Just makes saying goodbye that much harder.
Time, Mr. Furlong.
Oh, 400 hours, sir.
Is the cube within sensor range yet?
Coming up, Captain.
Match speed. Stay with it.
Setting up
Windows?
Shields up.
Intruder alert.
DOS box?
Shall we dance? Come on, Sprint. Make a choice.
No, 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 no. Come on. Ah, dang it. The mouse tracking gets thrown off from time to time.
Lieutenant Sprint, so I could be Quint and save you, him, you, whatever, so that you could save the Righteous, and then you go and you get yourself killed anyway. I mean, really, it's not worth meddling with the timeline if you're just going to make things worse. I hope you're not one of those passive, contemplative types. Try again. Shall we dance?
Well, gold shirt in this era of Trek.
Come on, Sprint, make a choice. Quint wasn't clever enough to think of it. Good thing I am.
The Borg cube is pulling ahead. It's ignoring us completely.
Match speed. Keep us within close range.
Remember, Sprint should have died right here. Everything you do in his place from this moment on changes history. Invigorating, isn't it? Meddling with fate.
Lieutenant, are you all right?
Sprint? He's an ox. Nothing scares
Yeah, basically, yes.
Isn't that right, Lieutenant?
There are all kinds of pain, Lieutenant. Don't let the fact that you are Bajani prevent you from acknowledging the hurt.
Oh, please.
Captain, coded message coming in from Admiral Hansen. He's ordering us to proceed with all speed to rendezvous with the rest of the fleet at Wolf 359, requesting us not to engage the Borg. Until then, maintain radio silence until contacted.
Helm laying a course for Wolf 359. Pull ahead of the Borg cube and then match speed.
Aye, sir. ETA at current speed, 4 hours, 5 minutes.
Good. We don't want them to get there before we do. And Targus, get that thing off my bridge.
Yes, sir.
What's she gonna do? Just drag it all the way to somewhere? I mean, come on.
Security alert!
Shoot her! Shoot her!
I'm okay.
Definitely dead this time.
Then get him definitely off my bridge this time. Mr. Sprint, reconfigure your security console so you can control Tactical B. Then meet me down at the computer. I want to secure this ship.
Well, I mean,
Try and board us again.
it's not like she wasn't in the middle of a whole group of people.
How about quick thinking, Quint? Good work, Quint. Nobody ever gives me any credit for anything I do.
That's because we don't like you, Quint.
I think we can all save our hostility to the Borg, where it will be better placed, don't you?
Let me ask you something, Baraka. Do you just spout these platitudes, or are you deluded enough to actually believe in them?
Come on, Quint. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to change my mind. I still like you.
He kissed me.
Yeah, Baraka there plays a Klingon quite
What are
frequently.
you staring at? Oh, of course.
So it's kind of awesome to see him
This must be
without his
strange for you,
makeup.
knowing he may be about to die, knowing this may be your only chance to talk to him, tell him all about yourself, about the years since he died. I wouldn't if I were you. When he looks at you, all he sees is Lieutenant Sprint. I don't think he'd understand.
Hey, Sprint. What, are you having one of your Bajani trances?
See?
Lieutenant Sprint, the console, please.
Okay. What about the console? Okay.
Sprint, I'm the one whose brain cells have been rewired, not you. Where's your mind? It's a good thing you only touched the delimiter.
Well, how am I supposed to know which one I'm supposed to click? No, he's not in this one.
Sprint, what's the first thing they teach you in systems tech? Make sure it ain't plugged in. I'd say that must have hurt, but I know you don't feel pain the way humans do.
Hey, no problem.
Just be careful.
Am I supposed to... Oh, okay. I was going to say, am I supposed to click on the panel to the side first?
I think he grabbed the power nodule.
What?
How is he, Doc?
I'm sorry. He's just too stupid to live. What do you think this is supposed to be? Jewelry? It's a special gift from me to you. There's no other tricorder like it in the known universe. Use it!
Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to, like... No, that's not what I did. I think I'm supposed to, like, right-click?
What happened?
I don't know. I think he grabbed the power nodule.
What?
How is he, Doc?
I'm sorry. He's just too stupid to live. What do you think this is supposed to be? Jewelry? It's a special gift from me to you. There's no other tricorder like it in the known universe. Use it!
I'm trying.
Security
Oh, there we
console.
go.
Reconfigurable bridge panel. Though bridge stations traditionally follow a set pattern, this pattern is neither required by Federation protocol, nor is it hard designed into the bridge layout. All bridge consoles can be easily configured to control any of a number of bridge functions, allowing the captain, in consultation with his engineers, to design his bridge to his personal or species preference. To reconfigure a panel, an understanding of the function of the four main nodules is critical, or you could end up dead. Nodule 1, the delimiter, carries a signal charge. It is always live, unless deactivated by engineering. Careful, the charge is painful. It won't kill you, but it'll hurt. Nodule 2, the power nodule, is the source of power for all bridge stations. It is always live, unless deactivated by engineering. Careful, this one won't hurt. It'll just make you very dead. Nodule 3, assignable.
So I found.
This is one of the several nodules used to define console functions. In this example, the nodule defines the console as a security console only. To control tactical in addition to security, the nodule must be removed. Careful, though.
Okay.
It's hot, live, energized. Not enough juice to kill you, but enough to make you wish you were dead. To turn off the feed, remove. Nodule 4, the conduit.
Okay.
First. Then remove Nodule 3. Replace Nodule 4, et voila. Now, you're cooking with replicators.
Technically DOS / Windows 95. Okay, so Nodule 4 first, then 3.
Andropov, the Sprint. I'm waiting
Oh,
for you
okay.
down in the
Then he's gonna
corridor.
put that back.
Now.
It's just his way. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, but I'd still hurry if I were you. The captain definitely does not like to be kept waiting.
They interlaced the videos so they could fit more on the discs. So that's why it looks like ass. There was nothing I could
You
do.
know how to get to the core room, don't you, Sprint? Turbolift Manual Interface. Federation turbolifts are capable of processing verbal commands in over 13,000 languages. For those species unable to interact verbally, and during ship emergencies, a turbolift destination code can be manually relayed into the turbolift computer via the interface. For a list of turbolift destination codes, see the ship schematic. USS Righteous Schematic. A general visual overview of the USS Righteous. Key areas such as bridge, crew quarters...
What's interesting is you'll notice that the overlay graphic there is not interlaced.
Information is available on all areas, including turbolift designation codes.
Oh, there we go. 150619. Got it. No. Double click. There we go. No. Dang it. Okay, there we go.
Please key in destination code.
All right. 1 5 0 6 1 9 Woohoo! Hot turbo lift action.
Hey, buddy, I guess
Wait.
I here.
That's Voyager's engineering.
I am a very tolerant captain, except when it comes to punctuality. I suggest you become more familiar with this ship's layout so you don't keep us waiting again. Do I make myself clear?
We were trying to route all of the ship's controls through the security systems as an extra precaution, but something kept rejecting all of our attempts to access the security programs. And that's when we found this.
It's obviously Borg. But how did it get on the ship? What is its purpose?
It seems to be tied in directly to
Aw,
the
how
security
cute.
systems, locking us out.
Question is, how do we remove it? You're the security officer. What do you think?
Damn you, Ronald B. Moore, and your question is... Or D. Moore. I'm not gonna touch that thing.
Mr. Sprint is right. Until we know more about Borg technology, I don't think we should make any attempts to interfere with the implant directly.
Captain, We were within transporter range for only 6.7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how the Borg transported to the bridge and implanted the circuit unless...
Unless there were two of them. If there is another Borg on this ship, he's found a way to screen against our usual senses. I'll get targets to scan against anomalies. See what you can do to help.
Yay, we're on an Excelsior class.
Targets off. You've got the scans so sensitive, they're going to alert us if a particle of dust falls.
If that particle of dust falls off a Borg, then I want to know about it.
You're too cautious.
You're too lax.
Sprint,
tell
tell
him.
You know, if it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have had any fun at the academy.
If it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have graduated from the academy.
What?
Oh. Lieutenant Furlong, Lieutenant Sprint, and Ensign Targus. Somehow that's not quite how I pictured it.
That's not your fault. Every time I see that thing, it reminds me of how much courage it must have taken for you just to be here. And of how much we both owe Sprint. Just don't let Sprint hear. His head's big enough already.
What exactly do you owe him? You'll spend the rest of your life a slave to technology.
I'm not a slave to it. In 6 months, a year at the most, I won't even need this.
In 3 hours, 4 at the most, we won't even be alive. Unless we're Borg.
Dr. Quinn is testing the boundaries of the humanoid ability to maintain affection for him, which he thinks he's not worthy of. So what he does is he tries to make everyone dislike him.
Well, he's very good at that.
He's right about one thing. We could end up as Borg, and I know the last thing I want to have happen to me is to be assimilated into the collective.
We won't let it happen. To any of us, better dead than Borg. Agreed?
Oh.
Not even Quint.
Okay, that's kind of hokey.
But the Borg definitely deserve Quint.
We got him. Somewhere in Jeffrey's Tube 6.
Sprint, Furlong. Take a couple of fully charged phasers, flush out the Borg, and neutralize them. Understood?
Yes, sir.
We're probably going to have to sprint for more than a furlong, sir. Wow, they've got roomy Jeffrey's tubes in this place. Look at that. He doesn't have to crawl, he can just crouch. I guess it would have been tough to get a camera through normal Jeffrey's tubes.
The reading's not clear.
Why not use the ship's sensors to pinpoint?
He's been through here. Magnetic resonance traces. Okay, one of us has to go, but somebody should stay in case he went through and doubled back. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said one of us, I didn't say you. You know, you may be head of security, but I do outrank you. Yeah, it's only by 3 weeks, but I think that would stand up in case of a court-martial. I'll tell you what.
It was pretty...
Well, if you're not gonna play, sprint behind you! Ah!
Oh, crap.
Surprise.
Oh, jeez.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
Now, spectacles, testicles,
Walks like
wallet
a
and
Borg,
watch.
and sees like a Borg. Then it must be a Borg. You're wondering what you're feeling? That's pain.
Okay.
No Borg is an island unto himself. Every Borg is part of the whole.
Second of 4.
Do you hear that? Filling your mind, telling you what to think, what to do. Welcome to the collective, cadet.
What to think, what to say?
Time to go assimilating.
Okay. Well, I guess this is a...
They've adapted to the frequency settings of our phasers.
Either this is a long fail thing, or,
You just called your fellow Borg up to the bridge and had him assassinate all your friends. Don't feel bad, though. If it ever goes to trial, you can always claim the collective made you do it. This time, try not to get caught. Oh, and by the way, the game is rigged.
The game is rigged, huh?
Are they gonna play?
Sprint behind you!
Oh, damn it.
Surprise. Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
I gotta go through this again.
If it looks like a Borg, walks like a Borg, and sees like a Borg, then it must be a Borg. You're wondering what you're feeling? That's pain. No Borg is an island unto himself. Every Borg is part of the whole.
I was hoping that there was a way to skip through this cutscene here, but I guess not. I love how the Q Borg like flickers as unknown for a moment. No fast forward, nope.
Time to go assimilating.
Oh, Sprint, what have they done? They've adapted to the frequency settings of our phasers.
Well, last time I clicked. Let's see what happens if I don't.
Captain!
Okay. Nothing really.
I don't think so. You just called your fellow Borg up to the bridge and had him assassinate all your friends. Don't feel bad, though. If it ever goes to trial, you can always claim the collective made you do it. This time, try not to get caught. Oh, and by the way, your father cheats.
Yeah, I know, I'm... Nope.
Lieutenant Ralph Furlong, human,
Exit.
Academy Class of 51, stationed aboard the USS Righteous, stardate 405.
Sorry, Dad. click it in time? No.
They've adapted to our phaser settings.
Well, at least I just get shot this time. There we go. Why'd you put it back? Oh, what the hell?
They've adapted to our phaser settings.
I remember the reference, but not entirely. Isn't it something like smack, bitch? Damn it.
Is it possible that you haven't noticed that I keep sending you back to the same place? I mean, do you think I do these things just to be perverse? Well, yes, I suppose I do. I'm an omnipotent being. I could send you anywhere. I'm sending you there for a reason. Try to get it right this time. I'm tired of replaying this moment.
Yeah, I know. The mouse keeps going out of the window because I can't do this full screen. Okay, and then I'm supposed to click... Oh, for the love of God. And then when I was supposed to click, it ended up going out of the window again. Yeah, I can't do this full screen on my system because it goes into a, you know, 1024 by 768 resolution that my capture device doesn't like. So it's not the gameplay mechanics that are the problem here. It's the fact that I have to use DOSBox. Okay. I do actually have a FAQ up here, which I think I'm going to use more than I intended to.
Good idea. Retuning the phaser to a higher EM band frequency. You're right, they probably already adapted to the old ones. Nice shot. What did you think I was gonna do? Cheat? Let's go see what this circuit can tell us. No, I'm just not getting anything useful from it. Maybe if we hooked it into the ship's computer and had it analyzed.
I'd like to know more about
That's
it
a
first.
bad
Did you
idea.
look at the phaser tricorder with it?
Maybe, but I don't think I'd get any more information. Sprint, what do you think?
Okay, I know what I'm supposed to do, and it sounds like a bad idea too.
What? My implant.
I don't understand.
Incentargus's implant works along the same basic principles as the BORG circuit. She might be able to interface with it.
No.
You can't possibly be suggesting that Ensign Targus be allowed to interface with the implant.
Nobody is suggesting anything of the kind.
In truth, Captain, interfacing with the implant would be somewhat like autoneural stimulation, an experience which Ensign Targus is quite familiar with.
Exactly the point, Captain. Ensign Targus' neural implant is designed to counteract the side effects of that kind of neural stimulation experience. This kind of neural input is...
Does anybody mind if I join in on this discussion? You're all talking about me as if I weren't here.
Ensign, the long-term effects of your recovery won't...
Counselor, the concept of long-term effects loses its meaning when the entire Federation is in danger of obliteration.
She's got a point.
I think it would be best if the ensign were immobilized during this.
Do it.
You could have waited till I sat down.
I could have, but I didn't.
No. I want Sprint to do it.
Whatever you have to go through, Targus, will be there for you.
Counselor, I've already been through hell and back. I don't think this could be any worse.
She's in agony. You've never had to deal with pain, have you, Sprint?
Shut up.
Assimilation! Technology! Channels! Subspace channels! The Borg implant taking over systems!
Why are we doing this on the bridge?
Communication with collective. Jam systems!
The Borg implant is getting its orders from the Borg collective. How do we jam the signals, Targus?
Shields. Modulate mutations. 0.6525 of normal. Now!
Do it!
Modulating shield mutation.
The Borg cube is scanning us.
What's happening with those shields, Mr. Furlong?
Almost there, sir.
They're firing!
Mr. Furlong!
Got it.
They've stopped firing.
The shield settings must be in sync with the Borg scanners. They sense us as being part of the collective.
Alone! We are... Resistances! You will be assimilated!
Oh, jeez.
The shield has put off the Borg.
Her voice is doing the thing.
One more CC of neuroblock and she'll be a vegetable for life. Do you want to be responsible for turning Ensign Targus into a Bolian zucchini? Are you sure you want to do this? You saw what it did to Furlong. But then again, you are Bajani. I'll give you a chance to think about it.
Alone! We are... Resistances! You will be assimilated!
The shield has put off the Borg circuit from the Borg collective. We've got to disconnect her.
I mean,
One more CC.
jeez.
You shall be a vegetable for life. Do you want to be responsible for turning Ensign Targus into a Bolian zucchini?
Whoops.
No. You're not dead. You're unconscious. In a Bajani pain trance. Interesting phenomena. I'm not sure what its evolutionary benefit was for the Bajani. Something like a Terran possum, perhaps. Oh, you're regaining consciousness.
Welcome back, Lieutenant.
I guess this means I owe you my life twice, huh, Sprint?
I've never seen anyone go into a Bajani pain trance before. Interesting. You were clearly unconscious, yet your body managed to finish the task at hand. I suppose it's part of the survival mechanism. Quick thinking. Next time, they'll warn me.
While you were out, we did a diagnostic on the computer systems. The Borg implant is continuing to rewrite code.
I'm sending an away team over to the Borg cube to see if they can find anything that'll help us disable the implant.
Targus and I are going, but we could use a third. I don't know if we'll get out of there alive.
I won't order you to go, Lieutenant.
Oh, we few, we happy few, we band of Borg. They're turning this into some heroic escapade, trying to make it impossible to turn down. I'll go.
We don't need you, Quint. We need someone we can trust.
Just like old times, buddy. 3 against the world. Coming? Okay. Here's your phaser. Each of ours has been retuned to a different frequency.
Here, take this.
I don't think we need an emergency med kit. If things get that bad, we're probably dead.
There are many ways to die. Some of them are more painful than others. There's an emergency hypospray programmable for neuro painkillers just in case. You do know how to use it, don't you?
We're coming alongside the Borg cube.
Good luck. Energize.
Hi. My. Did they have to give you a cod piece like that? Just the production values on these are fantastic. I'm going to have to try to find out if I can find a way to deinterlace this somehow.
What do we do?
Let's see what they do first.
I've watched Star Trek.
What are you looking at, cadet?
Pretty standard interface. Odd.
Why?
In the first couple of Borg episodes, they basically ignored people
This is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow
unless
I think the Borg understand the
they were a
concept.
direct threat.
Okay, security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
Okay, I'm just going to use the FAQ for this here. Okay. Oh, come on. Well, I was trying.
That's the trouble with Borg. You kill one, there's always another one to take its place. You're never gonna figure out how to interface until you learn how to think like a Borg. Kill them before they kill you. Strike first.
So I knew which one I had to click, but again, the mouse screwed me over.
What do we do?
Let's see what they do first.
What are you looking at, cadet?
Pretty standard interface. Odd.
Why?
Well, most of the Borg we've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
Hey, remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick. Okay, security.
I love that they asked that question, though. Maybe it was... Okay. I thought that it had accidentally paused. Maybe it's actually waiting for me to finish the inputs.
You're never gonna figure out how to interface until you learn how to think like a Borg.
No problem. Rest well, Infamous. Thanks for dropping in.
Strike first.
I gotta give it to them, though.
What do we do?
You know, at least the first time I went through this, the tension is pretty good.
What are you looking at, Cadet?
Pretty standard interface. Odd.
Why?
Well, most of the Borg we've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
Hey, remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick. Okay, security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
Nice.
See it. Contact terminated with assimilation implant. That must be a Borg time sequence.
No, I think it's a code for accessing the implant. If we can find a way to interface safely with the implant, we can feed it this sequence and then order it to shut down.
If it's anything like this terminal, it's going to look for a Borg signature. Damn, if we still had that dead Borg circuit, we could use that to convince the implant we were Borg.
That's not a bad idea.
But the circuit was fried.
So we'll get another one. There's no shortage of Borg around here. Get that circuit.
Thank you. I'll just be taking this.
3 to be mounted directly to computer core control room.
You'll be back.
No, Righteous.
The Borg Borg implant's been overriding our system since you left, but we still don't know what it's doing.
It's rewriting all of our systems to make them compatible with Borg systems.
I thought our shield setting cut its subspace channel off from the collective.
It did, but it's following a pre-programmed set of instructions. We have to give it an abort order, but first we've got to convince it that we're Borg.
How do we do that?
We use this circuit as a buffer in the interface. It has an individual Borg designation. I remember from my experience with it, everything is filtered through that designation.
Baraka to Captain Anderpaw.
What is it, Counselor?
Captain, the Borg cube has just started a series of random scans.
They're looking for us. I don't know how long we have before they find out that we're not actually part of their cube.
Glare.
The interface looks pretty simple.
Sprint. Attach the circuit to the Borg implant.
No. Let me.
Maybe I should do it.
Mr. Sprint, if you don't wish to attach the circuit, then give it to Lieutenant Furlong or Ensign Targus. You're wasting valuable time.
Sorry, this wasn't in the FAQ. I think Targus should do it.
Targus, you all right?
I'm fine.
Though it seems like it won't matter.
Targus?
I'm sorry.
No. No!
Stay back. I'm warning you.
Targus, stop.
Don't you understand? It's not my fault. I had to. Baraka was right. It was too soon.
You're right. It's not your fault, but you don't have to.
What?
We can help.
You should have known. You were there with me. You should have known.
Captain, the shields are dropping. What's going on down there?
Help, take evasive action.
It's taken control of Helm.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You were right. We should have known.
I don't get what just happened. Alright. Give it a furlong.
Recognize.
All right.
Borg designee Alpha Set Alpha of 4.
They're interfacing and exchanging protocols.
Try giving it a command.
Unable to comply. Updating systems information.
It's trying to catch up on what it missed.
Unable to comply. Borg designee Alpha Set Alpha of 4 is no longer a functioning unit.
Disengage that circuit now.
Information.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't going to happen.
Retuning shields.
Shield mutation is being altered. The implant has re-established communication with the Borg Collective.
Bridge. Evasive maneuvers now.
The shields are dropping!
The only good Borg.
We needed a live one.
So...
That must be it. Contact terminated with assimilation implant.
Okay.
That must be a Borg time sequence.
No, I think it's a code for accessing the implant. If we can find a way to interface safely with the implant, we can feed it this sequence and then order to shut down.
If it's anything like this terminal, it's going to look for a Borg signature. Damn, if we still had that dead Borg circuit, we could use that to convince the implant we were Borg.
That's not a bad idea.
But the circuit was fried.
So we'll get another one. There's no shortage of Borg around here. Get that circuit.
Okay. So we gotta wait. And then...
No, Sprint's right. We need a living Borg.
Yep. Okay.
There's got to be something we can use on the Borg that'll stun them without killing them.
Whoops. Dang it. I screwed that one up.
Do you think you're fast enough? Do you really think that's going to work on me?
Nope, I'm not going to try to do it to you.
You'll be back. Maybe more than once.
What were you waiting for?
Nope.
Sprint! We gotta move out.
But Sprint!
Too late for Sprint, come on.
Oops. Ooh. Wow, I hope that's not TOS problem here.
Alert. Sector 6G. 2 life forms. Assimilation of BORG. Destroy.
This is kind of a cool way of handling it.
Now you know how to disarm the implant. If only you weren't a slave to the collective, you could go back to the righteous and save them. If only. Do you think you're fast enough? Do you really think that's going to work on me?
Do you think you're lucky, punk?
You'll be back. Maybe more than once.
What were you waiting for? Sprint, what are you doing?
Wasting time. This is not set for a Bajani. I think I need to renew myself in some alternate reality. Come on, everybody, let's go. Such an amateur.
What the hell was that?
Oh, all right.
There's got to be something we can use on the Borg that'll stun them without killing them.
Okay, let's see if I can get this right. There we go. Okay, pass up the
Do you
queue.
think you're fast enough? Do you really think that's going to work on me?
Nope. Move along. Move along! Move along home!
Maybe more than once.
Alamarine!
What were you waiting for? Sprint, what have you done?
He sent himself into a Bajani pain trance.
That doesn't look like fun.
Oh, smart move. Sending yourself into a Bajani trance before you get Borgified. I only hope you're in time to stop them before they Borgify your friends.
Wait! Wait, I think it's him. It's still Sprint.
All right, we'd better get out of here before it's crawling with Borg.
Away team to righteous. 3 to beam directly to computer core. Now.
Wait,
Captain, no, it's all right.
The Borg implants programming is shutting down, Captain. We have complete control again, sir.
Captain, I have a message from Admiral Hansen. We are engaging the Borg. The Righteous is ordered to remain out.
He didn't even flinch.
All first and second line defenses are exhausted. At your discretion. That was all, sir.
And so it begins.
You mean there's nothing we can do?
Not until we're called into action by either the Admiral or the Borg. They also serve who sit and wait, Lieutenant. Let's get a battle ready.
Ugh, I just hate sitting here doing nothing.
Worried that the battle will be won without you, Tarkus?
Worried that the battle will be lost without us.
You overestimate your importance to the situation, Ensign. The battle is already lost.
Keep your cynicism to yourself, Quint.
I'm just telling the truth.
I'm afraid he may be right. Things aren't going very well.
Oh, not you too, Lieutenant.
It's important to have a positive outlook, even in the bleakest of situations.
It doesn't get much bleaker than this.
What?
Nothing. I was just thinking about Kalen.
Kalen?
My son.
What were you thinking?
I think by now all my friends are tired of hearing me brag about Kalen. I'm sure they don't want to hear anymore.
Did you hear that, Sprint? You don't want to hear Furlong talking about his whiny brat now, do you? Oh!
Yes!
What was that for?
For working so hard to make people dislike you.
And why would I do that?
Because you're trying to prove that they actually like you.
Oh, spare me, Counselor. You don't have the tools to analyze me.
You desperately want to be liked.
If I wanted to be liked, all I'd have to do is snap my fingers, and I'd be liked. I'm an omnipotent being masquerading as Dr. Quint. Whatever I want to happen, happens.
Interesting fantasy. All right, let's play that through. Then why don't you?
Why don't I what?
Make everyone like you.
Because I don't want to.
No, because you want them to like you of their own free will. And phenomenologically speaking, you can't force them to do something of their own free will.
Sophistry, Baraka.
Truth, Quint. Let me give you some free advice. If you want to be liked, try making yourself likable.
Subspace message, sir. No audio.
Read it, Ensign.
Orders from Admiral Hansen deploying third wave, attack when ready.
Battle stations. Take us in, Targus. Maximum power to the shields. Spring fire phases. Keep the frequency changing and get those torpedoes online. Time!
0758, sir.
Keep those phases firing. And where are my photon torpedoes?
Armed and ready, sir.
Let's see if we can shake them up a little, Ensign.
Yes, sir. Initiating Delta attack.
I'm reading a small weakness in the shield.
Generally doesn't tend to work very
Power
well.
is down 10%. Weapons having no effect.
Damn! They've adjusted their shields already.
Here we are again, back at the beginning. But this time, you are security, instead of that little mouse of an ensign.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
Are you going to be able to save him or not?
I think she's pulling away. The Kyushu's coming on strong. Saratoga and Melbourne have lost power.
Tolstoy, Kyushu, Saratoga, Melbourne, all ships that were lost at Wolf 359. Will they be adding Righteous to the list?
Captain! Intruder alert.
Security, isolate the ops console.
At 0800 hours, during the Battle of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous was hit by a Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. It's in your hands.
Security!
Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, 61330.
Shield mutation is modulating. The Borg cube is pulling away, sir. It's ignoring us completely as if we weren't here.
It thinks we've been vaporized. For a minute there, I thought we would be.
Haha.
Where is it headed, Ensign?
Direct course for Sector 001, sir.
I wonder what chance the Starfleet forces have of stopping the Borg at Earth.
Actually, they will succeed. The Enterprise, utilizing the emergency transporters on the shuttlecraft, will recapture their Borgified Picard and stop the Borg incursion just in the nick of time.
And how do you know that, Quint?
I told you already. I'm an omnipotent being.
Who are you? And what happened to Dr. Quint and Lieutenant Sprint? And what have you done to my crew?
I'm afraid the lieutenant died about 4 hours ago. Not my doing. He was supposed to die. Just as all of you, I'm afraid, are supposed to be vaporized here at Wolf 359. That's how it's written in the history books.
History? Are you telling us you're from the future?
He is.
Yeah.
I am, well, as I said, I exist outside the confines of the space-time continuum. That is, if I want to. My little friend here wanted a chance to come back and save this ship from destruction. And to my great surprise, he succeeded.
So you were just pretending to be Sprint. Why? Who are...
Please.
Daddy?
I'm trying to figure this out. As I said, I didn't expect Cadet Kalen to succeed here, and now that he has, I'm in kind of a bind.
I don't,
Of course. According to history, we disappeared from Wolf 359 at exactly 0800 hours. If we stay here alive, it corrupts the timeline. Our future, but Kalen's past.
What are you going to do?
Unless you
Easy
suddenly
to
appear
just
10 years
obliterate
later.
you all, but then that wouldn't be fair now, would it? On the other hand, I do want to protect the timeline.
Are we dead?
I don't think so.
Where are we, Lieutenant?
We are still at Wolf 359, sir. The real question is, when are we? According to the navigational charts, correcting for time, we have jumped ahead more than 10 years.
Awesome.
I understand. We disappeared from Wolf 359 exactly when history says we did. Timeline is unaffected and we're still alive. Thanks to you, Cadet. If you hadn't come back to get us, we'd be dust.
Captain, what about Quint?
Oops, I almost forgot.
Where am I? What's going on?
Wait, I don't think I want to know.
Captain, I'm picking up a vessel 34 Mark 216, heading on a course for Earth. It's the Borg.
What are your orders, sir?
We're a Starfleet ship in Federation space. We may be 10 years behind the times, but I bet we know a thing or two more about the Borg than anyone else in this time. Lay in a pursuit course.
I think I'm going to enjoy getting to know you, Cadet Furlong.
Course laid in, sir.
Engage.
Yeah, one more Excelsior class ship that's 10 years out of date will do a good job. That's it. Okay. Well, I mean, it was almost an hour and a half. That was pretty cool. It felt a lot shorter than Klingon, but I guess it really wasn't. Especially if you include all the mistakes. Zoltan. So yeah, I think I'm gonna poke at the movie files and see if I can figure out a way to de-interlace it. Because, man, that's awful. Klingon wasn't that bad. It was lower resolution, though, so maybe that's why they were able to fit just about as much. It should be interesting. I'm not sure what to think, Hellspawn. I don't necessarily want a Tapestries 2. I want them to do something new. Like Picard himself says in Rascals, I've spent a lot of Star Trek looking forward. I don't want to feel like I'm looking backward. So I hope that it's not too egregious a greatest hits type of thing. But I mean, as we went through here, John Delancey is just a gem. And I really look forward to seeing what he does. It's not Delancey I have a problem with. It's, apprehension about how they're going to write him. All right, so we're done with Star Trek Borg. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stick with the Star Trek theme. And all that shit I just said about not looking back is kind of ironic, considering I just got done playing a game from 1995 and I'm about to play an even older Star Trek game. but you know, it has its place. Just give me 1 second to edit the stream info. I don't know if there's an option for just Star Trek. Yep, there we go. All right. So, the next game is going to be... No, wrong way. There we go. On the Commodore 64. Something fell, I don't know. Oh, it was my phone. Oops. Come back. There was an old Star Trek game that started on just text-based systems that got ported to the Commodore, and then they also gave it graphical stuff. So I have never done very well at this game, but we'll give it a shot tonight. Yeah, I think Strange New World might feel a little bit more familiar. Because they're going to be going back to more of the classic sort of episodic Trek. So, and you know what? I'm fine if none of the other series do that and only Strange New Worlds. Keep doing new stuff, but throw us classic fans a bone. I'm fine with that. Oh God, yeah, no kidding. They should really. It'd be great if they could pull like a Sonic Mania with that and go, okay, fine. Here's our resources. Do Axanar. We'll put it out on Paramount Plus. Okay, let's swap the capture. There we go. Turn on the Commodore. See. On there right away? Or do I need to push buttons? Come on. Okay. I think Commodore isn't liking the cord I'm using for power. Give me a few moments. I'll be right back. Okay, let's try again here. There we go. Come on. Oh, thank you. It's part of a an intro clip that was made for me by the people over at Antstream. When I was sponsored by them. I still use it. It's really weird. The power light is flickering a bit here. I don't like the looks of this. All right. I know this HDMI cable works. That's not the problem. Well, yeah, my problem with CBS at this moment is I don't like having to pay for yet another streaming service just to watch new Star Trek. I've enjoyed what I've watched. I'm just not a big fan of, you know. What sucks is that if they've put it on Netflix and other territories, just not this one, not the US. So so far what I've done is I get like their free trial and I binge everything that's available. Well, the problem there is that I tend to do most of my TV watching on devices that I can't put a VPN program on. And by the time I'd pay for one that I can use on my router, I'd be paying for a new service anyway. What is going on here? Sorry about this. This is not behaving as it should be. Oops. Well, if this doesn't work, got other games I can play. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I just need to figure out why it's doing that stupid pink thing again. Give me 1 sec on that. Yeah, well, that's a funny part there. One of the few animes I'm actually interested in trying to watch, I can't find anywhere. Not sure if you're familiar with Hare and Gu, but I haven't been able to find that even, like, to try to download. It's tough to find. Okay, finally, we're up and running. Okay, so we want to go to games and Star Trek. What do you think I'm using? Look at that, though. We strongly suggest you make a backup copy of this diskette for everyday use and store the original in a safe place. I have never seen that on anything else. Not even from this time frame. That is wild. But yes, my backup copy of this diskette. I do actually have this diskette. It's in the closet in a safe place. And I'm using a backup copy on a USB flash drive on my C64 here. And I've got backed up disk image on my Google Drive. Yep, that's the one. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, where's the any key? I'm pressing lots of keys. And it's not working. Oh, there we go. Right? Thank you, Grand Calabash. I'll keep that in mind. This doesn't even have a Commodore key on it because that's copyrighted iconography. So it's got a VC64 button where the Commodore button should be. Okay, so we're going to start with Beginner's Trek. No, it does not. Why is the... Or, wait a second. Maybe it's doing, like, drive speed emulation. Hold on. Okay, no. I've played this before. Without using an external keyboard. But you know what? They did recently upgrade the firmware. I wonder if that might be doing it for some reason. I'm going to restart here really quick. Well, Sprock, I do actually have one example of that. I'm looking at a Pioneer Laser Active. It was I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's a Laserdisc system that had some games that actually came out on Laserdisc. But then it also had packs that you could slot in for either TurboGrafx 16 or Sega Genesis compatibility. Okay, let me see if... okay, computer model, yeah, that's not a problem. Boot mode, carousel, yep, fine. English language. Yep, we've had enough of scan lines for today. Okay. It's using the controller. Like when I push a button on the controller, it triggers the any key thing. Yeah, the Laser Active did not sell very well. Well, fine. You know what? We'll just use the on-screen keyboard for now. It'll be noisy, but it works. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, okay. The Laser Active was not a very popular console, but I got one of the cheaper games for it, and it was $80. Can you imagine if there had been like a Zelda game or something on this thing? It'd be freaking ridiculous. Okay, your orders are as follows. Destroy the 43 Klingon warships which have invaded the galaxy before they can attack Federation headquarters on Stardate 2634. This gives you 34 days. There are 5 star bases in the galaxy for resupplying your ship. Hit R when you are ready to take command. There is not a seduce button. Okay, so Give me one quick sec here. I need to remember what the commands are. Okay, you know what? If I'm going to have to use this this keyboard here, I'm going to do Junior Star Trek instead. So I think I can do that. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna go grab a keyboard really quick. Be right back. Okay. I mean, the whole point of the new C64 is that there's a built-in usable keyboard, but it's not working, so... Nope. Doesn't seem to like this keyboard either. That is weird. Come on. Nope. Not gonna do it, huh? Okay. Well, I'll definitely have to troubleshoot my C64 before I do any other streams on it. Ow. Look at those state-of-the-art graphics! Enterprise, urgent! There's been no contact with the Organians since Stardate 3301. The Klingons have declared war. You must destroy the 18 Klingons battle cruisers which have crossed the Romulan neutral zone? What? By Stardate 3419, or they will destroy Federation headquarters. You have 19 solar days. There are only 5 starbases left. Press space to accept your mission. All right. Oh. Space shortcut. Woohoo. I'm glad you got that, Sprock. Okay. So now at least we have easy commands that are displayed right there on the screen. The older version that I started with, you actually have to type in short command strings, which normally perfectly fine with, but when I have to use an on-screen keyboard, So, we've got navigation, short-range sensors, long-range sensors, phasers, torpedoes, shields, damage report, computer. Corbinite is basically you blow yourself up. It's a quit option. First thing we need to do is raise our shields, though. We'll give 500 units to the shields. Shields at 500 units. Oh, good. That didn't take a turn. Let's go with 250 units to the phasers. Fire. Okay. Nothing got seriously damaged. That's good. I'd use torpedoes, but you see at coordinate 6, there, that's a star. And if I fire a torpedo, it's going to get absorbed by the star. Whoops. I accidentally did short-range sensors. Got to do phasers. I'll do 200. Cool. Awesome. All right. Klingons destroyed in this sector. Let's check the long-range sensors to find out where there might be more. Okay. So what this means is there are 2 Klingons in range. You see the 104 in the upper left there. That's 1 Klingon, 0 star bases, and 4 stars. So there's a star base in the sector just to the right of us. We're always in the middle. So that's 003, that's where we are now. So let's go to that sector above and to the left there. So we're going to call up navigation, course 4, warp factor 1, because we're only moving 1 sector. Shoop. Now entering Positron 1's quadrant. Okay. So now we can go ahead and fire a photon torpedo. Oh, I should have used the computer. Okay, so you can actually do decimals. And if you use the computer ahead of time, you can actually have the computer give you like the correct course for your torpedo. But I forgot to do that. So let's just try 8.5. See if that works. Hey, check it out. Klingon destroyed. Okay. So let's check our long-range sensors again. Okay, so that's the Romulan neutral zone. Doesn't look like there's much of anything else nearby, so if you remember, before we moved, there was a Klingon in the sector to the southeast of us. So what we can do is we can say Navigate direction 8, warp factor 2, and that should send us to the correct quadrant, Canopus 3. All right, so now let's do the computer properly here. Torpedo data, direction 7.8. So let's get the torpedoes up. And 7.8. Boom! All right. Long-range sensors, please. Ooh, there's quite a few nearby, which is good, because I want to try to get as many as I can before I forget where the starbase is, because I want to be able to refuel at a starbase. So let's go to the east there. So we'll navigate course 1, warp 1. Whoops. Ah. Yeah, dumbass me, I ran into a star. Fortunately, they're smart enough to avoid that. So you can actually do decimals here, because I don't want to go to another quadrant. I just want to steer around this star. So we're going to go warp factor 0.2. Navigate course 1, warp factor 1. Space storm! Damage control damaged. How do we know? Oh, hell. Well, torpedoes away. I think course 3 will do it. Unfortunately, they get free shots here. Engage ramming speed! You don't need them where you've got engines. Okay, so we have actually taken some damage. Let's... Fortunately, our shields are not damaged. I do have... I don't think I've got that one. I've got the one for the 32X. And then if I finish all the other stuff that I want to play this month, I've got Tactical Command for the PSP that I intend to haul out. There are plenty of Star Trek games, so lots to come back to this month. All right, so yeah, let's send some power to the shields. We'll do 439 just so we've got an even number of energy left. Computer, give me a bearing on that Klingon. Okay, the one to direction 3 I can't shoot a torpedo at because there's a star in the way. The other one will do 6.67. And that should do the trick. So torpedoes 6.67. There we go. So what was Starfleet Command 3? Was that on the PC or which system was that on? Okay, now we gotta go with phasers. Let's do 100. There we go. Got it. XP era? Okay. Starfleet, Command 3. Okay, yep, there it is. I actually do also have Star Trek Hidden Evil, but I have not been able to get that to work. Okay. So it looks like we're good now. Hopefully... Oh, that's right, the long-range sensors. Okay. I think there were more Klingons to the north of us, and then to the northwest of us is the starbase. So basically, stuff gets just gradually repaired. So we just need to waste time. Course 4, warp point 2. Oh, that's right, our dilithium crystals are damaged too. We might not be able to go at full warp, but we'll give it a shot. All right, navigation, course 3, warp factor 1. Now entering Vega 4 quadrant. Condition red. Oh, they're right there. Okay. Computer, give me a bearing. 5.5. Fire torpedoes. Bearing 5.5. Pow. Alright, navigate. Course 5, warp factor 1. Long range sensors repaired. Good. Yeah. RB? Not sure I get that. Oh, geez, how the hell am I supposed to approach that starbase? All those stars in the way. Oh, gotcha. I still don't know what you mean by RB. Let's see here. I'm at 5.3, 4.4, 3.5, so I can't just go that way. Oh, BRB. Okay, gotcha. So let's do navigate 5, warp factor 0.3. Not what I meant to do, but okay. Navigate again. Course 6.1. Whoops. There we go. 0.1. Okay, now we do course 7, and let's do 0.4. These docking maneuvers here. I thought it was 0.1 per square, but I guess not. That's fine, we'll just edge toward it. Course 8, warp factor 0.1. course 1. Warp factor 0.1. Shields drop for docking. Yay! There are only 10 Klingons left, huh? Okay. But we're fully stocked up, so we've got 1 torpedo for each remaining Klingon. And full up on energy. Got we've got about 11.5 space days left. Alright, so let's check the long-range sensors. No Klingons on long-range sensors. So let's do 1, 2, 3. We're going to navigate 7. Warp factor 3. Okay, good, no Klingons here, so we've got time to... Let's raise our shields. And check the long-range sensors again. Still no Klingons. Alright. Well, let's do course 5. And I think only 1 will get us to the point where we can see... Oh, wait, actually, let's do course 6. And 1 should get us to the point where we can see the Romulan neutral zone. So 6 and warp factor 1. Goodness. Okay. Coming up bare on Klingons here. They must be cloaked. Zoom! Alright, so let's go navigate course 3, warp factor 3. There's another starbase. All right, navigation, course 3. I can't remember. Okay, so we've got at least 1 Klingon here. Oh, there are 3 Klingons to the north of us, so... how do I want to do this? I'm going to take 2 hits if I use my phasers. Or at least 1 hit if I use my phasers from here. But if I move, then I can use a torpedo, and then I'll also be ready to go north on the next turn. So we'll just have to let our shields absorb the first shot. Okay, course 4. Warp factor 0.1. Oh, they move too. Okay. Well, that's fine. You just made it easier on me. Boop. Okay, navigation, course 3. Warp factor 1. Deneb 1 quadrant. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna take so many hits from phasers. Alright, well, let's take out the one that we can with the torpedoes first. Uh, 3.5 is probably the one that's... Yeah, that's the closest one. Torpedoes. 3.5. That'll probably be fine. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, and the phasers are damaged. Okay. Alright, long-range sensors, please. Okay, excellent. There's a starbase. Navigate. Course 4. Warp factor 1. They get their shots in first. Okay, I need to take care of something. I had some batteries charging, and my my battery charger, when everything is charged, emits this extremely high-pitched whine. It's awful. Oh, we are running out of time. Oh well. Not much we can do about that. Let's see here. Course 3. Warp, we'll say 0.5. Perfect. And actually, let's do 1, course 4, warp factor 0.1. And that should get us to dock, plus be in a good position to warp the hell out of there. Hey there, Pixelated Cheddar. Welcome, welcome. I'm playing Star Trek on the Commodore 64. Course 1, warp factor 1. Oh, I thought there were some Klingons here. Oh no, just another starbase. Okay. So now I need to fart around with that again. Oh, don't get me wrong. Later tonight I'm probably going to poke at some more Returnal. That game is really fun. I need to get better at it at this point. 1, warp factor 0.5, we'll say. Excellent. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, should probably raise... They didn't fix my shields when I was at the starbase? What the hell? Shield control destroyed. Not just damaged. And I still don't have phasers. Alright, fine. We're running out of time here. So let's just... plow into it. See what happens. Our shields are off. Oh, and we're completely surrounded by stars, so we can't use torpedoes. Oh, screw you, game. Oh, okay. If you want to do that. Whoops, nope. Photon torpedo course 1. Thank you. And the torpedoes are damaged. Alright, well, as far as I'm aware, we can still navigate. You're too late. The Federation has been conquered. It's Stardate 3419.6. There were 7 Klingon battlecruisers left at the end of your mission. You destroyed 11 Klingons in 19 solar days. Your efficiency rating was 17%. I have been playing this game on and off for like 30 years, and I've never been very good at it. I mean... It's not that I was really wasting much time either. It's just really hard to find all the Klingons. No. Yeah, it's in the drive. Alright, I got like a half an hour left. Star Trek Senior is pretty much the same thing. Beginner's Trek is the same thing with less graphics. So we're not going to get much out of that. But I think I'm just going to close out the night with... It's not Star Trek. But I've got my C64 out, so... I'm just going to play some C64 stuff. Oh, might as well save state here. There we go. And exit game. Hell yeah, Jumpman Jr. This is hands down one of my favorite games on the Commodore. Alright, we're gonna go 1 player. I said 1 player. Do I have to press down? That'd be weird. Oh, okay. And speed of 3. Classic platforming right here. It's kind of funny watching people play like Kaizo Mario levels. Sometimes it feels like one of the later levels in this game. Fire! Fire! Ah, dang it. Come on, get it. Ah. Sometimes you can actually bounce into the red bombs. Damn it. So those white things that shoot after you, I must have hit one off screen. Yeah, suck it. I don't like Jumpman as much as Jumpman Jr., but it's still an interesting game. I think Jumpman Jr. has a more generous learning curve to it. And I have my patterns. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be back to Star Trek. I haven't decided whether I'm going to play Birth of the Federation or Star Trek Online. Oh, I actually managed to not let the ladders break up. No, I jumped straight up. And the ladder moved out from under me. Ah. Oh, come on. Not playing my best tonight. I'm not going to blame the controller, but it's one that I'm very much not used to. It's supposed to be a very classic style controller, but... Oh god, yes. Like, I can't consider it the first platformer. That's probably going to be something older than this game. But, I would say that this is one of the more complicated platformers of its day. What? I didn't hit the button. Or maybe I did. I wish I could do. I wish I could disable one of the There are 2 trigger buttons up top, but you only need 1 for the Commodore 64. It's just there for, you know, left-handed and right-handed. Oh. Just gonna ignore me, huh? Alright. But yeah, if I can get to Figure It's Revenge, you'll see what I mean by Kaizo stuff on this. Figure It's Revenge is just mean. Haha, right over it. Man, you should get bonus points for doing that. Ah, crap. Just barely caught my feet. You know, a lot of people fetishize the micro switch type of thing, and man, I just find it annoying. It gives you a definite feeling of closing a contact, which is good, but it's so damn noisy. Alright, so let's see if I can show you what I was trying to avoid the last time. Nope. Sure, now I can't even do it on purpose. If you go too fast, the ladders will glitch out and split into pieces, like that. Which just makes it even more difficult. Sometimes it'll split into 3 pieces. Whoops. Ah, dang. I was hoping I'd be able to pull that off. There we go. Wait again. Take this all the way down. There we go. I made Indeedee play this on Antstream a while back, and she lost it at the title screen. It was kind of funny. Okay, this one's fun. If you get the right path, it's easy. If you don't, it's a pain in the ass. That one used to cause me so much trouble when I was a kid. Now I can just breeze through it. Alright, here's Figure It's Revenge. This will probably be the end of my run. Dang. Crap. Oh, pff. Dang it, I didn't even get something useful out of that life. I didn't jump quick enough. Yeah. I've made it past that level a few times, but it is not easy. Alright, let's try one more time here. Okay, let's try a different path for a change. I think that might have actually been faster. So, at the title screen, where it asks how many players there are, you can also choose the speed as well. 3 is what you see now. The higher the number, the slower you are. So, if you're playing the game for the first time, maybe try 4. I only dabbled with 2 when I was playing this every day. And 1 is just funny. It's not worth playing. It's just funny. Now this is a problem. Because I have to get really close to that fire. And that might be too far to jump. Yep, I'm screwed. I can't get past that fire. Oh, there we go. Hey, I even got one on the way down. Okay, now we're good. Lost 2 lives, but... Whoops. That's what I get for losing track of my pattern. Now let's go over to Jumpman itself. It's got a little cute little title screen here. That's close to like the speed you have for level 2. Wow, Jumpman and Jumpman Jr. came out in the same year. There we go. Okay, virtual keyboard, go. Yeah, you can actually randomize the levels which is kind of interesting. Grand Loop sends you through all the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. I'm going to start with beginner. Easy does it. Player 1. This doesn't give you a speed option. This feels like 4. Okay, doing fine. I don't really have a memorized path for this because I never really played Jumpman itself very much. Whoops. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Okay, so on this one, the robots move every time you grab one of these things. Ah, dang it. I was hoping to grab that platform over there. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Bombs away! Oh, okay. Whoop. TV flickered out when when the AC kicked in. I don't like playing so close to the top of the screen on this. Honestly, I'd rather deal with these bombs than the little gunshot deals. Okay, so now I have to go all the way up to the top. Climb down the rope. There we go. Jumping blocks. Oh, that's right. These blocks make you jump when they hit you. And that's why that's a problem. Jumpy blocks! Ah. Yay, I got one on the way down. Hi, Siren. Meow. Are you stuck? Do I need to clip your nails? Oh, son of a... That was my bad. Can't blame that on the jumpy blocks. Same with that. That one I'll blame on the second button getting slightly pressed by my right index finger. Okay, almost got it. Boy, who'd have thought this one would be the worst? There we go. Vampire. Nosferatu, le vampire. Well, bats are good. But in this one, they're dangerous. I kind of like that it keeps track of your total bonus separately. Is it saving it in the background or something? Okay. Let's try intermediate really quick. No, let's go right to advanced and then we'll wrap up for the night. Return. Ladder challenge. Oh, okay. So this must have been the inspiration for Svettel. Ah, that was almost bad. Oop. There we go. Oh, tricky, tricky. They're going diagonally. Okay, so now I need to just jump up on here. Collect these. There we go. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Level 19, huh? Uh-oh. Figure it. Dang it. I was expecting it to open underneath that one. Oh, I cannot make that jump. Okay. So I guess my only way to go is up. And I can't even do that. Okay. Can I make that? Wow. So I guess we're in a soft lock situation. There's no way I can complete this board. That's rotten. Nope. Just can't get far enough over. Well, that sucked. Alright, well, let's see who we're gonna follow, or raid tonight. Gunstar Heroes is playing Typing of the Dead tonight. Let's go raid him. I'm a huge fan of that game. Yeah, no kidding. Well, like I said, this feels more like a Kaizo Mario thing to me than anything else. But I will be back again tomorrow night with some more Star Trek gaming. So we can look forward to that. Again, next week I'm going on a real vacation. So nothing next week. But I will still be doing the videos. Also, there's a poll still active on Twitter for this week's Rancher Anakev move, so be sure to weigh in on that. But meanwhile, we're just going to go ahead and raid Gunstar Heroes here. Thank you all for dropping by as we get started on Season 5. I've been doing this for 4 full years now. And I will see you tomorrow night again at 8 p.m. Central. Rest well. And in the meantime, enjoy Gunstar Heroes.